Hey, fourth graders. So we've been doing these slideshows for a little while now. The slideshows about patterns and order of operations. And you've learned about non-numeric patterns. You've learned about numeric patterns. You've learned about terms and sequences, which, a term is basically just one number in a pattern. And a sequence is the sequence, all the numbers in the pattern as the pattern is going on. And today, finally, we are going to start talking about order of operations. So what is order of operations? And our little definition here says an expression is a combination of numbers, variables, and at least one operation. So that's a little bit of a vocabulary term. Notice an expression is different than an equation. An equation normally has an equal sign in it. So an expression is a combination of numbers, variables, and at least one operation. And then it says when an expression has more than one operation, the order of operations tells us which one to perform first so that everyone gets the same answer. And I have to tell you, I see a lot of these like on Facebook and stuff where there'll be a big problem and it'll say, ooh, who can solve this? And a lot of people can't because they don't remember their order of operations. So the order of operations tells us which one to perform first so that everyone gets the same answer. Parentheses are symbols which indicate how to group operations. So it's kind of funny they go right into a problem here when they don't really tell you what the order of operations are. So let me explain that to you. There is this thing in math that we call PEMDAS. Okay? And what does that stand for? Well, it stands that first, you will do anything in parentheses. Okay? Second, you do anything that is an exponent. Now, the difference between what we're doing now in fourth grade and what you'll do later is right now we're not doing exponents. And if you're wondering what an exponent is, you've seen them before. It's like where you have a number and then this little thing up above the number. This is an exponent. But we're not going to really do that in fourth grade. But it's there in the order of operations. And then third, you will do any multiplication or division. Now, just because it says multiplication first, it doesn't mean you'll do multiplication first. If you have a problem where it says 3 divided by 1 times 6, you would do the 3 divided by first. You go left to right, just like you're reading, just like when you read. Okay, so you do multiplication and division, whichever one comes first. And then the last thing, the A and the S in PEMDAS stands for, you probably guessed already, addition and subtraction. And again, it doesn't mean you'll always do addition first. You could do subtraction first if that's what comes first in your expression as you're going across from left to right. Okay, so PEMDAS, this is the order of operations. First, you do anything in parentheses, then you do anything with an exponent, then you do any multiplication and division, and then you do any addition and subtraction. When everybody follows these steps, everybody will get the same answer to problems. Okay, so now let's go back to our paper where we had the example. And it says the table shows how much movie tickets cost. How much will it cost to buy 3 adult tickets and 5 child tickets? So here's what they did here. They put the cost, 3 adult tickets plus 5 child tickets. That's going to be how much it costs us to get it all together. But if we want to find how much money we have to spend, what we would do is 3 times 8. So notice we're doing the multiplication first. 3 times 8 is $24. And then we'll find out how much it costs for the kids' tickets. 5 times 5, because we have 5 children and each ticket costs $25. So we're doing that multiplication first. 5 times $5 would be $25. Now, as in our order of operations, we did the multiplication first. Now we're going to do the addition. $24 plus $25 will equal $49. So the total cost would be $49. Now, at the bottom here, it does kind of have a little bit of our order of operations. It says perform operations in parentheses first, Second, multiply and divide in order from left to right. And third, add and subtract in order from left to right. You notice it doesn't have the exponents thing in there because we won't be doing exponents in fourth grade. Okay, let's try some other ones. It says at the top, remember, an expression is a combination of numbers, variables, and at least one operation. Different from an equation because it usually doesn't have an equal sign. Okay? So it says, find the value of the expression 3 times 4 plus 6. So when we think about our order of operations, first we perform the operations that's in the parentheses. So in the parentheses is 4 plus 6. So we do that first. And you notice they kind of bring down the 3. This is like what traditional algebra looks like. You keep redoing the problem and reworking it and getting the differences in each row as you keep doing it. So we started out with 3 times 4 plus 6. Now we've got 3 times 10. And now we can multiply. It's the only thing we have left to do, and that equals 30. So 3 times 4 plus 6 equals 30. Okay? Example number 3. Find the value of the expression 7 minus 3 divided by 2 plus 2. Okay? First thing we do, perform the operations in the parentheses. And we've got 2 of them this time. We've got 7 minus 3, so that's 4. And we've got 2 plus 2, so that's 4. So now what we have left is a division problem, 4 divided by 4, and that's going to equal 1. So 7 minus 3 divided by 2 plus 2 will equal 1. Okay, see how that works? All right, so some guided practice here. It says find the value of each expression. Okay, so let's look at this problem. First thing we do is parentheses. No parentheses, right? Second thing we would do is exponents, but we don't have any exponents. So the next thing we do is look for multiplication or division. And we see it right here. So that means that's what we're going to do first. 1 times 3, and that equals 3. So now our problem is 12 minus 3. And we can go ahead and do that subtraction because it's the only thing left, and our answer is 9. All right, so let's look at the next one. It's got 15 minus 4 times 2. Again, you see there's no parentheses there. So we go for multiplication and division. And here's multiplication right here. 4 times 2 equals 8. So now we kind of bring down the 15. We've got 15 minus 8, and that equals 7. Okay, I think this is kind of fun here. Look what they did here. They've got 15 minus 4 times 2, which is kind of the same thing as that, although in this time they put some parentheses in. So they want you to do this part first. So 15 minus 4 is what? 11. So now we bring this down. Now we've got 11 times 2. And what's 11 times 2? It's 22. Okay? So our robot up here even asks, explain why exercises 2 and 3 have different answers, even though the numbers are the same. And you see why. It's because of the order of operations. This one didn't have any parentheses, so we went ahead and did multiplication first. This one had parentheses, so we had to do what was in the parentheses first. Okay? Next part coming up, we've got some task cards. If you have any problem with any of the task cards, if you don't remember the order of operations, you can ask the teacher or you can go back and rewatch this video. All right, so have fun. Most people have some fun with order of operations. And we'll do the next video later. Bye.